You can't be playing on that phone because we have no power. What do you do when they shut off the power? And no, it's not because of non-payment, okay? They said that they're doing maintenance. I think they're changing out the light poles. They're right there on the main street. They had their truck set up since last night. Of course, they have to shut off the power to do that type of stuff. I don't want these men to fry. So this is a little bit of inconvenience for us, but it's okay, guys. You know, when I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh man, I really wanted to sew a lot of things today. I want to recreate that little purple bag. I want to do that first. What's the thing that I'm making, Joe? Organizer. I want to do that organizer. I mean, I have a lot of things that I wanted to do because I didn't do it yesterday. Why didn't we do it yesterday? Oh, Joe was fixing Jada's car, so that took up a lot of the morning. Then by the time he came in, I think we had lunch, and then we went to the gym. No, we had to go take Josh, and then we went to the gym, and then you guys know what happened. You know, the minute Joshua's class started, it was not even, they were not even in session for an hour when the shots rang out, and they're still thinking it's somebody from across the street from the school, from one of those houses, or it's a drive-by. That's what they're thinking that happened at the school. They shut up that one classroom. Thank God none of the students were hit. And that classroom was right next door to where Joshua was. So Joshua, he had a little bit of the shakes after we picked him up last night. He was like, oh my God, Mom, what if they were better shots? What if they shut up my classroom? Oh my God, oh my God. So thank God nobody was hurt. It was a non-injury shooting. And I pray to God that they catch the people who did this, because this is stupid. This is stupid for people to have guns and be doing stupid things like this. You know what I mean? That type of shooting is so random, because you just kind of spray over there and it's like whoever it catches, right? So Jory went to school right now, and what I do so that I don't sit here and shake in fear, I just spray a hedge of protection around the kids. That's all you can do. I mean, when that type of stuff happens, I know when I lay down at night, my body's going to like shake and tremble, and I'm going to have all these thoughts in my brain. So what I did to offset that last night was I just kept on praying. When I picked up Joshua and he was safe, you know, some of the kids were locked down till like midnight, right? Joshua was one of the lucky ones to get out that building, because he called right away. Let me tell you about Joshua. So there was a riot at the high school when they used to go right here in town in the early 2000s, because let me see when they graduated. Jory graduated 09, Joshua graduated 7. So this might have happened in 05 or 06. So there was a big old riot at the school because it was like a race thing. The Hispanic or Latino students were fighting with the black students, and there was not a lot of black students at the school. There were hardly any white people at the school. And there were Samoans, and there were a lot of Latin or Hispanic. And there was some kind of feud going on, and they broke out into this big old fight, and the Hispanic people were against the black people. I have the newspaper clipping somewhere. I think I'm going to search under my bed one of these days and find it. But the headline on the front of the newspaper, the local paper, just showed 2 black boys running, and they were looking back like, oh my God. And the whole rest of the page was filled with Latino people just chasing them, trying to like gang beat them or something. So when the riots broke out, what the Latino people did not factor in is that the Samoans were not going to line up with them. The Samoans lined up with the black students. And the Samoans, there were not a lot of them, but they were brutal. They were beating the cops when the cops came. But let me tell you what happened. The minute Joshua looked out the hallway and saw the scuffle start, he called, Mom, send Dad, come quickly, riot at the school. And so when you go on the main highways with all the lights, it took about 7 to 10 minutes to get from the shop to the school. However, if you go to back streets, you know, and you kind of just do little quick stops at the stop signs, I'm not telling you guys to do that, you could get there like in 5 to 6 minutes. So that's what Joe did. We couldn't, you know, lock up the shop quick enough for me to go with Joe. And the machine was going, and the machine, you know, it's a process to turn off those big machines. You just can't go from on to off. You have to go into standby. So that, you know, that would take at least 30 seconds to a minute to do all that, plus to shut the back door, shut up everything. It would take us 5 minutes to get out the building. You know what I mean? And time was of the essence. So Joe left me at the shop, and he ran. So my heart was in my mouth. I called my Aunt Kathy. I'm like, oh my God, right at the school. So Joe got there, and Joshua jumped in the car right when they were shutting down all the streets and stuff. And we couldn't find Jory. So Joe's over there trying to get Jory before he leaves. Jory's over there recording. By then, the smartphones were in, so he was recording with his phone, trying to see if he can bring back some footage and stuff. I wasn't even vlogging then, right? But he's over there recording. And so he got in the car. They got out safely before the whole melee erupted with the cops coming and them throwing trash cans at the cops. And oh my God, it was horrible. What a horrible time for that school that they were attending. So this school that they go to, Cal State San Bernardino, is in a good part of San Bernardino. And so, you know, you kind of feel a little bit more safe than when you go into like the meat of the matter. But yeah, some idiot just decided we're going to pass by and shoot up at the school. And so it wasn't an active shooter situation, but still it was a shooting. You know what I mean? So I'm not trembling with fear or anything. Jory's at school and I feel okay. I just pray that hedge of protection around him. Josh has to go today. He has 3 classes, and I told you guys yesterday, I think that was left in the vlog, that he dropped one of the classes because they needed too much materials. So he picked up another class that actually goes with his degree that he wants to get, and it's a hybrid class. So I don't know how often. Where you going, babe? I don't know how often he's gonna have to go, if he's gonna have to go every Thursday or if it's once a month Thursday. I don't know, but this is gonna kill us to take him to and from school because this Tahoe drinks a lot of gas. So I really wish that I had extra money to buy a different car for sale and give him that little Saturn, but I just don't. So we're still trying to sell the Saturn. I want to go over to see Osley today. It's 10:49 right now. I think we have to leave to take Joshua at 12:30. So I'm going to go see if maybe we should go now, you know, and spend a half hour and come back. I don't know where he's going. Testing the little car or something. Yeah, so that's what's happening. We don't have any power, so it's extremely quiet in the house right now. I'm telling you, you don't pay attention to the noises around you until there's no power in the house, because I could hear Joe chew this apple he was chewing earlier. I could hear Jory chew the meat. I could hear the dogs chew their food outside. I hear the clocks ticking. It's annoying. Silence is deafening. Like that song, "Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows." Oh my goodness. So yeah, so I feel today, because we have the power off today, I feel like God is giving me a day to rest my eyes so that I don't have to do, because we were sewing earlier, so I don't have to sew. I can't edit because I'm not going to drain the power on my laptop. I might need that for an emergency type thing, like transferring money or something, right? Yeah, I have the batteries fully charged for this camera. I've got 4 batteries for this camera and they're fully charged, so I can vlog, but I don't know that I'll edit later after they turn back on the power after 4 o'clock. I think I'll just rest my eyes this whole day today so that I can be good and strong tomorrow, because sometimes I do overdo it. I strain my eyes with the sewing, with the editing, with, you know, everything else that I'm doing. And definitely my ears were paying the price from putting in those earbuds, because yesterday I put in the earbud when I was talking to Sess, and after I took the earbud out of this ear, it was hurting. You know, so I'm like, I'm not going to use these earbuds, because I've heard that earbuds can give you vertigo. So I'm just going to use headphones better in the future, you know, instead of earbuds. So Marie, I didn't know that you suffered with that left ear thing. It was in my left ear that sounded like a washer going. I don't ever want that to come back. And if it does come back, I'm going to go see the doctor, because when you Google it, it comes up with all types of mess about tumor behind the ear bone and blocked artery. And oh, Lord, it comes up with a whole bunch of stuff, scary stuff. But then it did say you could be having an ear infection, or you could be suffering from Meniere's disease, which you guys know I have Meniere's disease. So, yeah, I'm going to watch that in the future, but it hasn't happened since. I feel good. I'm not in any pain today. No neck pain, no eye pain, no head pain, no ear pain. Praise God. That's something to praise God about, isn't that? You know, and I just praised God yesterday when I got Josh. You know, it's like, oh my God, scary. So, Joseph, you think he can hear me? Doesn't have his hearing aids yet. Jada's car is working fine too. That airflow sensor, whatever that thing is that Joe cleaned off yesterday, so far has done the trick. So yeah, I gotta go try to sell some of these bags. You know what? I might take a couple of my bags with me when I go see Osley, because one of the nurses over there is really super friendly with me, and so maybe she'll take a look at them and then show her co-workers. What do you think? I should try, huh? That same nurse. Well, you know what? She's not a nurse. She is the activities director. You know, she plans the activities for the people. She's like the sweetest person. The nurse that I was friends with, Olga, she got moved to some other location. So this is my connection in the place right now. I mean, a lot of the other nurses and other people that work there are friendly with us. They'll nod hello, good morning, whatever. But this lady, when I go there, she has a big hug for me all the time when I go. But she was telling me the other day, she says, you are so blessed. And I looked at her, I'm like, you know me? And she's, because she must know me why she knows I'm blessed, because no matter what I'm going through, I am blessed, right? And so I said, you know me? And then she says, you have your husband by your side. You just celebrated 31 anniversaries, you know. I guess Osley told her that because I don't recall telling her that. And you are so blessed to have him by your side. And I said, well, what happened? Were you married? And she says, yes, I was married, but my husband died at age 34, 20 years ago. So I think this lady's in her mid-50s, like the husband would have been. And I said, really? I said, was he sick? Was it a car wreck? What killed him? And she said, he ate pork. He ate some bad pork, and he got that worm in his brain, and he died. I was like, oh my God, I've heard about that, but I didn't know that was legit. You know, I thought that was like a little myth or something. And she says, no. And I said, what happened? You didn't cook it right? And then she said, no, he was a truck driver and he ate it on the road. I'm like, oh my God, y'all see why I don't eat pork? I only eat bacon, pepperoni, and ham. That's the only pork I eat, okay? And so I was like, oh my God, how horrible. And she said, yeah, 20 years ago. And she says, my baby is now 22. You know, when the father died, she was what, 2? Yeah. The other two was 9 and 10. So now they're 29 and 30. And I went to work and I took care of my kids by myself, and I didn't pick up with nobody else. I'm like, oh my God, what a blessed woman. What a blessed woman to keep herself chaste for all this time, you know? So, but she says, I just look at you and you have your husband by your side for so long, and you could tell that you guys love each other. And you could tell that you guys are good people, because who would visit a friend like this for so long? Once a week, twice a week. Who would do that? And I said, well, we're just that type of people. We don't even do it. And hello, if you never hear me just now? We don't even do it for praise and glory. We do it as sowing seeds. When we go to Osley, I sow the seed of my time because I don't have any money to give. You know what I mean? So it's my time. Maybe if I were working, maybe if I had a cooking show on TV and I had to go all the way down to Sunset and Gower, that's where all the studios are, to record 2 and 3 shows a day for 4 days a week, and then they had me traveling Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, maybe I couldn't give Osley my time. I would have to sow the seed of money then. So now I'm sowing the seed of my time because I believe in sowing seeds, because God will give you a harvest for whatever seed you have sown. So be careful about the seeds you're sowing, because you can also sow negative seeds. You can sow seeds of discord. You have family members that will do that. They will come in, they will hear another family member say something about you, right? And they'll come and tell you what that person said, but they won't stop that person. They won't say, no, you don't say that about her because she's not like that. Okay, you take that back, blah, blah, blah. They won't stop it there and nip it in the bud, because that's what you should do. Nip it in the bud over there. They'll come and tell you what that person, what kind of nice you to make back there? They'll come and tell you what, you know, what are you making, babe?
One piece of chicken.
You want to make some tortilla? That would go better than heating that bread on the stove. By the way, what doesn't work when the power goes out? This stove, you have to light it with a match for the top burner, and you have to get a long thing to light the oven part. Who wants to do that? I'm going to wait for the light to come back on. Microwave doesn't work. The toilets work, thank you, Jesus. But the hot water will run out pretty soon out of the hot water heater. What else won't work, babe? The lights, of course, the TV. The laptop, if you have a laptop that's not fully charged. Your phones, you got to go charge that in the car, or you have to have a power bank. We have power banks that we charge and everything, so that's good. Yeah, a lot of stuff is not working. The phone, the house phone's not working because that works through the router for the internet. So the internet is down because the power went out. So we only have the, we don't have Wi-Fi. We only have the 4G or 3G or whatever you have on this phone, right? A lot of things don't work. And then the heater, of course, because we have electric heat, but I bumped the heater up to like 74, you know, this morning. So it's still warm in here right now. Hi, boo.
Yeah.
What time do you have to go?
4.
4 in the evening? Oh, so we could go to Osley. Want to eat first and we go to Osley?
I pump the tire for the car, but no.
No air.
No air.
the compressor won't work, you can't pump the tire. So coming back to the seeds thing really quickly. I was telling you about family members that will do that. They'll come tell you what that person said to plant seeds of discord. Because why would they come tell you? I wouldn't hear some family member say something negative about another one and go tell. I would nip that in the bud because I don't want that person to be hurt. So I wouldn't go back and tell them the hurtful thing that was said. You know what I mean? So anyways, don't plant seeds of discord. Plant good seeds because it's not the person that you plant the seed with that will give you the harvest most of the time. It's God. He'll use somebody else. So being that I go visit Osley might not be the one that will come back and help me if I have a need. It might be somebody else that God will put in store to help me because I'm sowing that good out there into the atmosphere. So that's why we go. That's why we go. Plus, when I go there, like I told you guys before, it gives us great joy because Oz is always so happy to see us. The people who work there are happy to see us. And when you get into that building, you forget all your troubles that you have outside for at least that time that you're there. So anyways, let me go make some flour tortillas so that we can eat with this broiled chicken that Joe made because we gonna have food, y'all. We gonna have food. We're leaving Osley right now. It's your boyfriend, yeah? He only crotchety. So all the ladies loved the handbags, but they didn't have any cash on them today. So they're like, whenever you come again, make sure you have that stuff in the car so that way we can go through what we like and buy. So I think I've opened the door of opportunity here for my little handbags. Who's this Hawaiian looking dude, Joe? Who's this Hawaiian looking dude coming out grinning? This was a very short visit because they were eating, so we spent like maybe what, half hour, right, Joe? We stayed about a half hour. Yeah, so the ladies came and went through all the bags. They love that it's reversible. I don't have any of the what do you call the thing, the organizers to show because I told you guys already that organizer that I made a couple days ago as a sample, that's not what I'm gonna go with when I make the organizers. We have everything cut, but we can't sew today because of, you know, no electricity. So the minute we get current again, we're gonna go ahead and make that we're gonna finish that bag first, and then we're gonna do organizer. We're gonna do the organizer because like every one of you keeps saying that might be my thing, that's the hit. But we really have to decide what we're gonna do because we got in contact with our dealer today and he's like, we still can't buy from the auction. So I don't know what happened, why he can't buy, but if he can't buy, we can't buy. So when we sell that little Saturn, we'll have money, but we won't have any means of making money because I don't want to go through the auction, you know, without being under a dealer because you only get to buy salvage title cars, you get to buy crappy cars. You put it right back, Mr. Joe. Lucy and I think Haiti was mad because I didn't show the powder bun on the stand. See? Did this make up for it, Lucy, my darling? So this is the stuff that Shanika bought me. It's 3-tiered. It can easily come apart. You just lift it off. But this is so gorgeous to put the powder buns and cookies. And you can't put breads. This part's too not deep. I was going to say too shallow. Too shallow. Baby.
Hi. Hi, people.
How's your day going? You could take your powder bun, baby. I was just messing with you. I got to take some for Mom. I got to call Mom to see if she's home and then take her some. I didn't want to take her. This is the stuff we made the other day. I don't want to give her stale stuff. This is all new. These are all raisins. Raisined. And look, we're making the next bag. Joe has, I have to base stitch it so Joe can sew it on or else it'll give us trouble. And he was trying to take Joshua to school in a little car, but some water started to leak out of the little car. We're heading down to Cal State San Bernardino to pick up Josh. But it's just from his new class that he took today. It's a hybrid class, so he has to find out how often he has to come. I don't know if it's once a week, once a month. Woo! This is going to get tiresome. I'm going to tell you guys, this is going to get tiresome to go take him and pick him up, you know. But we can't complain because we don't want him to feel bad, because if we start complaining, he'll quit, and I don't want him to quit. He has to get this degree. Both boys already have associate's degrees. Jory has 2 associates because he had changed his major at some point, so he got 2 associates. but Joshua has one, which is all you need is one, and they're getting their bachelor's. Jada's still at the city college getting her associates. Jada and Colin are at the studio. Joe's driving, of course. I made some more powder buns, as you guys saw, and I got my first order from the new website, and I'm figuring out the shipping. Me and Joshua together are figuring out the shipping, and all I can do is like flat rate, because I guess if I want to have where the thing is calculated and blah blah blah, I have to pay. I don't want to pay. This is the kind of traffic coming from Joshua's school, guys. We already picked him up. He's in the back seat, but it's too dark back there. I doubt it.
I doubt they can. You might see a silhouette.
The light is too far away.
Might see a silhouette of me, but that's about
Smile,
it.
Joshua, so they can see your teeth.
No, that's racist.
That's racist? Oh my God. Did you hear the racist thing that fool said today?
Yes. About Africans and huts and all that.
That's what he said before.
Oh,
when he was running. He asked whoever he was asking, I don't know who, immigration, whatever, why do we have to keep taking on people from these shithole countries? And the country was Africa and Haiti, I think. I was like, oh my God, every day this man showed what a racist pig he is.
Yeah, he's a disgusting creature.
This man showed that he was a racist while he was running. He showed that he was a pig with women while he was running, and everybody still put him in. You know, like when we went to Leah's aunt's repast or memorial service, Leah was like, I feel sorry for Melania. I'm like, no, I don't.
I don't.
I really don't feel sorry for her. She's a pig just like him, because she was the one pushing the birther thing against Obama along with him. She could have shut her damn mouth. You know, she came to this country too, probably as an illegal alien. You know, that's still not clear.
He bought her foreign like a toy. That's all he did.
Yeah, and she's not, to me, she's not pretty.
She's not.
She looks like a man. Her jawbone's like a man.
She really looks old.
She looks like she has on a bad wig. I really don't think she's a pretty woman.
Me neither. It's that, or program to think he's beautiful. Oh, she's blonde and she's light-skinned. Oh, she must be gorgeous.
I think she's ugly.
I don't think she's attractive at all.
I don't feel sorry for her. I feel like you knew what you were getting into when you married an old man that could be your father twice. I mean, I think that woman's not even 50 yet. I'm 51 and I look better than her.
She looks older than 50 to
I'm
me.
fat and I look better than her.
Her skin
I'm
looks
just
bad
saying.
to me. It looks like
yeah, she looks bad.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a body. I know she looks like she doesn't even have a brain.
Obviously, I mean.
Oh my God. What that is. Hey guys, it's Friday morning. I think it's the 12th. I left off last night when we were picking Joshua up from school, and we were vlogging, a good vlog in the car, until I realized the camera was not on me at all. It cut off my whole head. From here, you can't even see my eyes. I guess it was too dark for me to see where the camera was seated. Joe, why would we continue going this way when you see this mist? There's this mist coming up, and Joe's like, I'm gonna still go this way. Let's see. You guys see this mist, right? Why would I want to go through this mist?
I thought it was something to do. It's just, I thought it was dust.
I don't know what that was. That's that crazy mist from that movie. Remember that movie, The Mist? So I hope I can get this off my phone to show you, because I could never get anything off my iPhone. Let me fix my seatbelt the right way. So anyways, let me tell you something really quickly. Because we have Medi-Cal, we're allowed to get one of those free phones, right? So we got one like maybe 5 or 6 years ago and kept it for a year for like dire emergencies. But if you don't use the phone like within 30 days, they kind of shut you off. So I think there came a time when I didn't use the phone at all and they shut it off, and I just didn't go back. So we were leaving Walmart the other day, and the people were out there with a little booth. You want your free phone? Do you have Medi-Cal? You could get a free phone, yada yada yada. The one thing that I like about those free phones is that they hold their charge, because they're not really smartphones, so there's nothing running in the background to make them go dead. So if you have it on you, you gonna have a phone. Okay, so I want to like let Jada and Colin use it when they go to those events that they go to, because a lot of the times they're coming back with their phones on dead, and the phone can only charge so much in the car. It doesn't charge very fast, right? So The thing that I want to tell you about the phone though, the last 4 digits of the phone number, 1818. What did I tell you guys about 18? That's my lucky number. So that, something about that just excited me. So I charged the phone and I left it there for Colin and Jada to take with them to their next event, just to have it in the bottom of their bags to use in an emergency. So we're going to Walmart near where the shop was located, because we went to the other Walmart earlier this week to buy the infuser or the interfacer or whatever that thing is to make these little organizers. The organizer that I'm gonna make today is the first time that I'm gonna make this one. The other ones that I've made, I just kind of like made that stuff up in my brain. And although they're not ugly, they're not something that I would like to sell yet. I want to get something professional to sell, right? So I found another lady that was teaching. She's nothing like my little Australian lady that I learned from. That Australian lady, she just has a way about her, a calmness, where when she's done, no matter how difficult the job look, you know you could do it. It's kind of like the way I teach with cooking. The minute, I wonder if you guys are cut off that way. The minute you watch my video, you know you can do what I just did, because I make it simple. So this other lady is a little bit more complicated, but she really had a nice product at the end. But this one that I'm doing uses a lot of fabric. I would dare say it uses more fabric than the bags. So I'm like, I don't know if this is going to be cost effective by the time it's done. So we went to buy the interfacer, and it says it's iron on, it's infusible. And when Joe tried to iron it on, it wouldn't stay. So now I can't even take it back because I don't have the paper that it came with it saying, you know, that it's infusible. And I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out what I can do with that, you know, so I don't let it go to waste. But I'm going to go to the other Walmart to buy what I know. The stuff that comes in a package rolled up that says it's infusible. Right, Joe? So yeah, I didn't finish up the vlog last night because I had an overwhelming evening. I was still trying to figure out the shipping at my website, because all the products that I put up, as beautiful as they want to be, they didn't have any shipping. So if anybody bought anything, I would have gotten really nuked on the shipping. So Joshua helped me last night. We watched a lot of video tutorials and we walked through it. So I have 3 shippings at the site. I mean, this website is just starting. This is not going to feed us. We got to do something else. We really and truly got to do something else. So it kind of gets to me from time to time, but I have to remember what I'm teaching you guys. I have a little post-it note in the back bathroom, something that I found that I wrote a long time ago. It was like from 6 to 10. So obviously I had 1 to 5 before that, but I can't find the 1 to 5, the bullets. So 6 says make prayer time an appointment. So you're gonna have to make an appointment to pray, because if you just say you're gonna pray, you're not gonna pray. So you're gonna have to say every day at 9 in the morning or at 6 in the morning or at 2 in the afternoon, whatever time it is, I'm gonna pray. Even if it's for 5 minutes, I'm gonna pray. And then the next thing on the list says feed your faith daily. So that's what I'm doing, is feeding my faith daily by reading the Word of God. And then the next one is work on your assignment. So you have to know, first of all, what your assignment is. You're going to have to ask God, what is my assignment? And a good way to find this out is figure what makes you hurt the most, what makes you cry, and figure what makes you happy. Sometimes they're one and the same, and sometimes they're different. But one of those 2 things is usually your assignment. When I say what makes you cry, for instance, if you see like a young girl that's overweight and she gets bullied, and you know that you have the ability to teach her how to lose that weight and how to gain confidence, and you cry when you see a person get hurt like that, that means that's what you're sent here to correct. And that might be your assignment, to help people out in that situation. Because we all get paid. When we have a job, you get paid for doing something, right? So you get hired by your boss to do something for him, and then you get paid to do it. So that's what your assignment is sometimes. And sometimes your assignment is what gives you the most joy. You know, like me, making the cooking videos gives me a lot of joy. And so I think that's my assignment, right, Joe? Joe, what do you think your assignment is?
Me?
Yeah, seriously.
I said, I don't know, really know what. I said, what I like, I can't do right now.
What is it? The singing?
Yep.
You want to sing? Well, don't say you can't do it.
Well,
You know?
that's
Because, all right, you sing all day to the point that we get annoyed, right?
true.
So why don't you do this? This is a new year. We're not going to use can't because blessings don't come in a can't, right?
That's true.
They come in a can. So practice 3 to 5 songs all the way through. Know it well. Let Jada learn the guitar for it. And we're going to book you into a little coffee shop or something.
Okay.
Seriously though.
I'm serious.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so let's go in the store then.
Let's go.
Do you guys think Joe can do that? I think he can. They're leaving? I have confidence that Joe can do this. He loves to sing. He's always wanted to be a singer. Of course, the enemy had to attack his body and make him hearing impaired. But he can still hear with the hearing aids and he can still sing. And his voice still sounds good. You know, because sometimes when you get older, your voice sounds old and cranky. His voice still sounds good. So, let's work on this for Joe, guys.
This was sunset.
I hate coming to the store and can't buy nothing. I think I'm gonna start selling my plasma. I've got good plasma.
Oh my God, that boy's looking too.
Look at that. You know, we could make these, Joe. We could make these. Not for sale, but for the kids.
I got a wire.
It's just a wire on the top. You're gonna have to learn Mommy's machine, baby. He says Mommy's machine is too fast for him. He's trying though.
I tell you what I gotta do.
He's gonna have to buy a pulley to slow it down or something. Okay, let me go get my fusible thing. Thank God I don't need nobody to cut your cloth for me today because they're never here. It's one of these ones here, Joe. Look on the one on this middle one. Look at that middle one for me.
This?
The middle. No, the other one. No, that's the end. There's Ben, with Joe. There's one on the back bowl. Okay, let's see if that's what it is. No, the one that we're using is out of a bag. We're on our way back home because we got some sewing to do today, huh? Maria and Dawn, this is for you. I know you love the mountains, but this is a view of our fair city from up high. I came to get checked out because my left ear still feels weird. It's not doing that sound anymore and it's not really hurting, but it feels tight. So it could just be congestion, but I want them to nip it in the bud if there's an infection forming. And you know how the weekends are. You can't get in here on the weekend, so.
Where are you hiding?
You guys, you want to hear my blood pressure? It was 94/52. 94/52. That's pretty good. So he says it's just some eustachian tube, like congestion and stuff. And he says that sound was actually my heartbeat. Because of the congestion, you can hear the heartbeat. I was like, oh my God, so scary. So yeah. He wants me to take like Lortadin. I'm already taking Flonase. I'm just gonna try not to be congested, y'all. So there you have it, Marie. It is eustachian tube problems due to congestion. That's what he says. I feel like mine was congestion and probably something got twisted with my neck being out of whack, you know? It says that if your eustachian tubes become blocked, the air pressure in your ears changes. The fluid from a cold can clog eustachian tubes, causing pain in the ears. A quick change in air pressure can cause eustachian tubes to close up. This might happen when an airplane changes altitude or when a scuba diver goes down on the water. Eustachian tube problems often clear up on their own or after antibiotic treatment. If your tubes continue to be blocked, you may need surgery. All right, so something shifted to change, you know, my eustachian tube, and that's what's happening. I don't have an infection. My eardrums are, you know, at the right place they should be. They're not bulging. There's no buildup of wax. That's what I needed them to check and make sure, because a few years ago I had buildup of wax in this ear and it was bad, and if I had gone early, it wouldn't have had to been that bad, you know. So right now I'm just going to keep putting that warm air from the blow dryer in it, because that seems to help. And at least I have peace over this weekend to know that there's not something going on in there. It's like, we could treat you with prednisone. Like, no, it's okay, I don't want no steroids. And it's like, you can't take antihistamines, right? Like, nope, I have pseudocholinesterase deficiency. If they have anticholinergic type activity, I can't take it. He kind of looked at me like, how in the hell does she know all this though? Plus, a little problem that I have too is with the Meniere's, so that's why I get a little bit off balance. Not really dizzy, not really not the vertigo, but just a little bit off my rocker. Okay, I know that means something else. So we're almost done making the bag organizer. This is my first bag organizer that I made. I just kind of made it up in my head, the design, and I didn't like this. Can you guys see that? It's not frayed, but you can see where it joined, and I thought that looked unprofessional. So that's why I went and looked up some more videos. I found this other lady that was teaching, but good Lord have mercy, that woman makes it so confusing. But I still watched it several times and caught on to what she was doing. And so Joe and I have almost completed one, and I'll go live later at the channel just to show it, and I'm going to put that picture up at the site. Keep in mind that whatever you see at my site, it's one of everything that's there, one of everything, until it's sold. Then I can make more stuff, you know, because I need money to buy more materials. So don't be going there ordering two of the same purse, because you might not be able to get that. I gotta figure out how to make sure they know it's only one at the website. And Haiti, I saw that mistake you sent me, but girl, when I was building the website, they say put a blog post just to let people know you're building the website, and that's what I put. I don't know how to go back and edit that, so it is what it is. But yeah, I've been doing this thing all by myself that it's very overwhelming. But I forget who said, you know, if you do it by yourself, even though it's overwhelming, you're gonna be glad that you did it by yourself, because for one, you can control it, which is true. Because I can go in there now, like if I sell one purse, I can go in there now and take that picture of that purse down and just go on ahead and put up another one quickly, right Joe? So another one quickly. So when I took the bags over to Osley's home yesterday, the ladies who work there, they fell in love with the pleated bags. They just kind of glazed over the messenger bags. I guess maybe they're too small. And me and Joe love the messenger bags, but it's hard to sew. But you know, that's just one focus group. So I'm gonna wait and see what other people say, and then we're gonna know what to deal with. A lot of people have asked me to make different style of aprons, but we're not that advanced yet. I can't do aprons with frills, and I can't do the ones that pull over the whole body, and I definitely don't want to do the ones that's halfway, you know. So I just have to do this one design for right now until we become more savvy with cutting and sewing and stuff like that. Y'all know, you guys who watch me here at the vlog often, you know that we just learned how to sew in the middle of November, and we're still feeling our way. You notice you don't hear Wednesday and Cora? That's because Joshua has them inside the house. Joshua never wants to be unprotected, huh Joshua? Nope. They said my eustachian tube is like just out of whack a little bit.
So you're gonna do just wait for it to heal?
Yeah, it's not infected or nothing. It's just congestion will cause different shifts and so on and so on.
I gotcha.
Pick up that paper, Joshua, and read my blood pressure.
I'm on.
On the left, in the middle part.
You guys want to know how much my mom weighs?
Yeah, I don't mind. That weight was good for Kaiser.
210?
Yeah, that's good really for Kaiser, because you know I started way heavier than that. Yeah. And then I at my scale I'm 2 pounds less than that, but that's in the morning when I first wake up.
Yeah, everyone's like that. BP 94/52.
Yeah.
Damn, mom. Ain't you all healthy?
Look on that again now. That's Joy Reid from MSNBC, and she is on a tirade, honey. That stuff that Trump said yesterday about people from Africa and Haiti and El Salvador. You know he's talking about the whole of the Caribbean and the whole of Central America, right? Belize is not exempt. So for all the Belizeans that support Trump, even though they can't even vote in this country, They live in Belize, but they let me know, oh, I support Trump. He's talking about y'all too, all right? He's the shithole countries. That's what he thinks of the Caribbean and Central America and Africa. Is it because of the color of our skin? I know I'm a little bit light bright only in the camera, because if you meet me in real life, I look really golden brown. But it's like he's talking about us, people. He's talking about us. That man is a racist. And for all the pastors, you all know I get on my rant all the time about the pastors that put him in. They put him in because they talk to their members about voting for Trump or not voting at all. If they were going to vote for Hillary, they didn't vote at all because Hillary was a baby killer. That's what they said. The church that I used to attend, that's why I don't go to church no more. I still love God. I think this year that passed that I stopped going to church, I spent more time in the presence of God. Because I was always on my knee praying, and I still am, but I'm just saying I spend more time because I have to study it out for myself because I'm not going anywhere to learn from whoever's teaching. So let me show you guys. I'm going to go live today at the channel. I'm charging the phone. It's 4 o'clock. Joe, oh my God, Joe made some stew chicken, Marie, and Dawn, let me tell you, that stew chicken smell good. You know, sometimes because we get to eat this thing often, it's like, oh God, not stew chicken again. Oh no, oh. But this time, I think he put his foot in it, all right? It smelled good. I'm going to go eat that with some potato.
2 foot.
And so, Joe said put 2 foot. I'm going to do a little baked potato in the microwave with some stir fry and oh Lord, I'm looking forward to dinner today. I hardly eat dinners in the evening anymore. So anyways, this is my bag that Joe made for me for my anniversary from the material that we got from Mommy, right? So that's the front, that's the back. And you guys know that sometimes when I cut the fabric, it's not going to say Belize anywhere on it, or you better Belize it. It's just going to be this tropical look. Because I can't waste the fabric. I mean, look at this side. There's nothing about Belize on this side, so I'm not going to waste the fabric. So some of the bags are just going to be tropical. They're not going to be Belize. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. Hold on. Wait for it. See? I'm pulling this out by some tabs right here. Can you see the little tabs? So I got to pull this one out this way though, because this bag is a little bit smaller than most bags. So this is what the organizer is going to look like. All right? It's going to be fully lined. They're not reversible, but they're fully lined. Well, I suppose they can be reversible if you want them to be, but they're kind of hard to turn over. So we're going to call this part the lining. They have tabs right here for you to pull them out of your bag. Sometimes they'll have tabs on the side, just depending on the mood me and Joe are in, okay? Now, on the outside of the bag, on the back side, you have 2 like 5-inch pockets, big deep pockets, and you have the same thing on the front side of the bag, all right? On the inside of the bag, it's more varied. Let me show you. There's like 7 pockets on the inside, and I just kind of did what I thought people might carry in their purse, all right? So I have a shallow, can you see this? Right here where the lipstick is? That pocket's kind of shallow so the lipstick won't slip to the bottom and get lost. So you could put your chapstick and stuff there. I have a skinny one over here, like a skinny pocket right there. Can you guys see it? That's for the pens, because I always have pens on me. And then the other pockets are a little bit smaller. They're not as wide as the outside because space got taken up by the part for the lipstick and the pen. I have another shallow pocket right here. You see this with the business cards? Can you see? Oh, lipstick went flying. Yeah, to put your business cards, especially how we're going to go to that convention next week, Thursday. So this, I don't feel like I can sell these for any less than $21.99. Honestly, plus the shipping, because it uses, can you believe it uses more fabric than the handbags? These pleated handbags, I use 1 piece of fabric for the front, 1 piece of fabric for the back, 1 piece for inside, 1 piece for inside. That's 4 pieces of this size to make the handbag. And then this top part, if you notice, is really skinny. And I use 4 pieces to do that. So that's 8 pieces, but this is smaller. For this right here, we're using 8 pieces again. So 1 piece for the front, 1 piece for the back, 1 piece for the front liner, 1 piece for the back liner. And it's not small pieces. They're 12 by 9 and 12 by 10. And then, the 12 by 9 for the whole body part. And then we're using another piece here. Let me think. Yeah, 1 piece and 1 piece. That's 2 for the outside for the pockets. And those are 12 by 10. And then we also use a piece and a piece for the inside pocket. which is 12. The pockets are 12 by 10. Both of the pockets are 12 by 10. And so I'm using 8 large pieces of fabric. All right. I don't need any zipper button or stuff like that, but 8 large pieces of fabric that we're using. And whatever fabric I have for the inside, I have to find the pockets for it, and I have to find the pockets for the outside, or it's going to look weird if I miss and match things. All right. So these ones are they're kind of pricey, but I think they're going to be so worthwhile, because if you buy one of this, you don't have to buy another one. You know, this is one time and tie a bow, because you buy this, you put all your stuff in it, and then you drop it from bag to bag to bag. So even if you didn't buy a handbag, and I wish that you would buy a handbag, but even if you did not buy a handbag from me, you can always buy this and put this in your expensive purse. I know some of you ladies own Michael Kors, Louis Vuitton. Am I saying it right? Louis Vuitton. What else? Coach. I don't even know all these name brand purses out there, to tell you the truth, because I would never want to own a name brand purse or a brand name purse or whatever you call it, because of the fact that they're too expensive. And then I'm advertising their brand, and then inside my wallet's empty. I'm like, no, it's okay. Look at my little wallet. I have a small wallet because I can't stand big wallets. I've got 2 checkbooks, one for Bear Pantry Show and one for my personal. So this is all the stuff that goes in here. I've got spray cleaner for my eyeglasses and for my camera lens. I always have to have this with me. And I've got glasses case, and I have 2 glasses case that I can put in here. And yeah, pretty much this is it. So I'm going to put this back in this bag just for right now, so that I can show it later when I go live. Like, I'm going to go live not way later, like 5, maybe 5 or 5:30. So let me just put this in here, and then I'll go live and I'll show it, so that you guys can know what's available. So the website is ready. All I have to do now is continue to make some more of these, because I feel like those will sell. I really feel like those will sell, and I really need for them to sell, because this is my only income right now. Until that car sells, that's my only income. And then also whatever I do at Google, which y'all know that paycheck's not too big. Joe found some little girl that's been on YouTube for like 6 months, and she's making already $1,500 a month. I'm like, please God, why can't that be me though? I've already put in the time, I've put in the effort and the time, but you know what? This is not to whine and lament. This is to build you guys up. I was talking in the car earlier about your assignment, right? I don't remember where I was, probably going to Walmart. I want you guys to really sit down. This is the 12th day of the new year. Sit down and figure out what your assignment from God is, because you will not have any joy if you don't do that, right? And let me tell you something. As long as you're working on your assignment, you cannot die. So if you're sick in your body, just speak to that illness and say, you got to bow in the name of Jesus, because I'm working on my assignment. Whatever that assignment is, all right? Your life is not going to cut short, so you better be working on your assignment. So Joe said he wants to see, you better have a song ready. You might sing later this evening. I want to continue building merchandise into my little store and continue working at my YouTube channel. I really wish that I could keep going with this. But honestly, guys, the year has started so bumpy and rough that it's really looking more and more like we might have to shut all this down and just go work a 9 to 5 or something, because it's really skinny. This is a MAGA season. I'm telling you, this is a MAGA season. So, yeah, I'm going to go eat something. I always feel better when I eat. And I'm so glad that I don't have an ear infection. It's just Eustachian tube problem. So Marie, that's your problem, Eustachian tube problem. And put the blow dryer. The blow dryer works really, really well. So yeah, this is 2 days worth of vlogging. You guys, please thumbs up the video if you've liked what I produced. Don't forget to subscribe, because that's how you know when I upload. You have to hit that little bell to know when I upload a new video. And don't forget to leave a comment, because last week I put up a couple of vlogs and nobody commented, and to tell you the truth, I wanted to quit. I'm like, no, I'm done. Nobody's commenting, I'm done. But I do realize I put them up at some random time because I was editing them together and all that stuff. And people are busy, people got lives. All right, so anyways, bye y'all. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, Daddy, in a kimono. ¿Qué tal, papá?